Here with Imarjaye Albury after spring practice. He transferred over back from West Virginia. He played at Miami Northwestern High School. How's it been for you this spring?
Oh man, so far this spring, well, starting from last fall, being here on scout team, that whole season, I've done a number of practice, and that gave me enough time to come here and work in the system, see what I had to work on as far as my play in the system. So coming in the fall, I just wanted to, capitalize on my progress in the fall. So far, I've just been, working with a new D-line coach. He's teaching me to be more physical as a D-lineman, as a nose guard, and come out the ball more, come out the ball better. Some of my traits that I've always worked on in high school coming up to this point. So it hasn't been too hard to adjust, but that's what I've been working on so far this spring.
You got a chance to work with two guys that are going to audition for NFL scouts later today, Isom Fashawn and Greg Hickman. What did you take away from working with those guys last year?
Oh man, what I've taken away is just how to give it your all every day for those guys. I mean, I remember when I got here in the camp. I watched Isom get car off the field with IVs connected to him because he gave it his all in practice, and Greg the same way. I watched those guys just give it all, and then you see it in the game. You see it translate to the game. So one thing watching them that taught me to take practice as serious as the game, because it is probably more serious in the game, more important than the game, because the game is the easy part, and those guys put in that work, man. And other than the talent-wise, other than seeing them boys make plays and get off the ball, but just their work ethic, and that's what I've been trying to implement in my game. So that's what I learned.
What have you seen thus far from your teammates on that defensive line? Obviously, you guys got those two big holes to fill with Isom and Greg gone. How's it gone for you so far in spring?
Oh man, it's just a straight-up competition. Coach stresses it every day. It's a competition, and the job is open. And it's up to you, up to you to rise up and take over the job. That's what we've been doing. We've been working hard. I've been getting competition. Me and inside guys for the two spots. It's just a big competition right now, and we working every day. You see us. If coach tells us one thing, get better at it, the next day you're gonna see us, get better at it. So that's what it's been. A competition every day. Them guys bringing it. I'm bringing it, and we'll see who rises up to the top.
That's Imarjaye Albury. Thank you, sir. Here with new FIU running backs coach Kerry Dixon. Coach, how these guys look, the running backs in particular, looking in the spring ball?
They're looking real well. Lamarck is doing a great job. He can do a lot of things for us, and he's shown that playing a couple of positions, as well as Silas. He can do a lot of different things in the passing game. So we're using those guys in a couple of different ways. And I'll tell you, Shane Coleman is having a breakout spring as well, looking very good, running hard, and we're going to need all three of those guys.
And it seems like Shane, and we've seen it from his early time here at FIU, he's not easy to tackle. He's not a big guy to start with, but he kind of squirts through those holes, and we've seen that in the spring ball where he's had a couple of good runs.
Yeah, he's short and compact, and he's really quick, and that's one thing he uses to his strength. Guys really bounce off of him. I think he squats something like 600 pounds. So he's very strong in the lower body, and he's really quick, and we can use those things in a lot of different ways.
Silas had that game last year at Southern Miss where he set that FIU freshman rushing record for a game. And then, he kind of I guess freshman, I don't know if it's hit a wall or whatever, but it wasn't the same the rest of the year. What do you see out of him so far this spring?
Silas just has to work on being consistent. The more consistent he is, the better he'll be. And that's just coming out every day, working hard and focusing on the little things. I think sometimes as a freshman, they lose it as the season goes on, but he's now starting to come into his own and play more consistent.
Lamarck did a little bit of everything last year, running back, fullback. How do you see him and his role developing this spring and maybe into the fall?
Lamarck, he'll do a lot of different things for us, a lot like he did last year. He's not scared to go up in there and block, and he's starting to run a lot harder, and we're going to need that from him. We'll need all three of those guys to really play hard next year.
That's Coach Kerry Dixon. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.